Hello friends, here we are, the end of our journey as the Amurites. Everybody is vassalized, stubborn banner are dead, angels are evicted from this plane of existence, so we are victorious. Yeah, not much will happen in this episode. We'll go through the victory screen and I'll share my thoughts on this game and the plans for the next game. So there's our there's our replay. So as you see, everyone was able to found their capitals very quickly, aside from the Balzarovs. Poor Balzarovs spawned somewhere close to the dwarves, and they had to walk all the way over here to create their capital. This put them at a disadvantage, at a high disadvantage. Well, they had a neighbor, Flauros as the Calibim, who is not very aggressive in the early game compared to the other leader of the vampires, Alexis. So they could leave it out until we vassalize them. But the Curios over here, a peaceful, good race spawned next to evil Tebran and neutral but very aggressive Tasonke, and even Mahala through this buffer cities. So Curios really had no chance. And I'm thinking if we spawned here next to Tebran, who is so difficult to deal with early on with his pyre zombies, and the very aggressive Tasonke, who has an excellent world spell and who can, even with the basic warriors, who can wage war very efficiently in the early game. It played good for us in the first Let's Play series. I'm sure we'll get in clutch situations like this, as Curiotates found themselves in. But for us it was a very good settle. We'll take a look at the map a bit later. Okay, yeah, there's the Boldarov's capital. Still their culture is strong, so they expand their borders faster than others. Yeah, with a creative trait. Them and Melakim. There's Volcano. Yeah, I'm surprised that on Immortal the AI does not get a second settler. It looks like they produced their settlers just fast enough. Yeah, the Barbs. And it's quite interesting how the AI distributed civilizations on this continent. Here it's a melting pot, and Tebran of Shaem has this very narrow peninsula to him, very little landmass. So yeah, he's disadvantaged. Curios are disadvantaged, and they will eventually die. Now Malakim have a lot of land to themselves. They actually failed to grab some of that later on, and the banner, of course. Yeah, in the next Let's Plays, I'll reduce the count of AI civilizations by 1 or 2, so everybody has a bit more land to themselves and can be more challenging, so we can get to see some bigger stacks. Yeah, the next game is the Balzarovs, so it will probably be a military game as well. Yeah, here the Curios fail. One city taken by Tasonke and another one by Tebran. Yeah, there's our first war. Grabbing Lucherb cities and vassalizing them. And it's going to be very fast from here. Perp, Flauros, and there's Basium with the Mercurian Gate. Yeah. Quickly pressing to the east. And that's the state of the game at the end. All right, let's take a look at the graphs. So We started to be top around the time Capria summoned Basium, but it didn't help her. She actually fell a little bit in score when Basium took that city with the Mercurian gate. And then we just flew away from here. Gold-wise, yeah, we've always been swimming in gold. We stashed gold to upgrade firebows and buy Governor here later in the game. So I guess that's the 1000 plus gold or something. Production, yeah, production is important. Mines, lumber mills, getting the archers out and the firebows out eventually. So that's good. Crop yield. Yeah, power-wise, it's very difficult to keep up with the AI. They build really very big stacks, and in larger games, especially on Erebus map type, you have stacks of 200 units, and it's funny to have such big stacks, for example, fighting Clan of Embers, where they have ogres, and these are beasts. But you have lots of things at your disposal to whittle down those stacks and eventually kill them off. And early in the game that's catapults, and then it's various spells. And then actually cavalry is good with it as well. And cavalry back with assassins too. Okay, culture-wise, yeah, surprisingly good, I guess, for the sheer size of the empire, and some nice wonders. Yeah, espionage. Espionage does not exist in Fall from Heaven 2. It does in some mods, but not here, just as corporations as well. So demographics, top everything. Yeah, a little bit unhappy for the population. Top cities. Stats. Yeah, obviously the largest battle was the final battle with the Malakim. And they love Empyrean. And what did we lose? 202 fireballs. Okay. What was our... A courthouse, actually. I thought that would be market. Okay. Alright, Tulhu. Okay. So let's take a look at the map. So we were lucky in this Let's Play, and I'm totally happy about it, because that was the first one. So we spawned somewhere here, and with the extra vision for the settler, we spotted this area with gold and wine. That's an awesome combination. You get wine with crafting, and after that you get mining, and you can get the gold mine, and even this calendar resource for some nice commerce, and 2 growth tiles with floodplains. So that was a killer start. And then there was a timid neighbor, Lucier, but not aggressive at all. Well, maybe until they get to wood golems, where they think they are strong. But yeah, we were very lucky in grabbing this second city over here, and it's actually larger than the capital. It's larger than the capital. 2 pop more production here. And if you remember, Bolzarovs spawned here, and they were walking like over here. So I thought like they'll have a city here any minute, but then they just went all the way up here. Actually closer to Calibim's Prespor. Yeah, I guess they were looking for something in between, so they got that. And they wanted to stay away from me. Okay. So a very nice start. And then in terms of the game progression, I don't think I would have changed anything in the research path or the way it went. We were swimming in golden ages, and that started around 130 and was about maybe 30 turns of golden age, from the engineer from the Bone Palace, and then from that Runes of Kilmorth event. At the time, I actually thought that the game is going to get boring because Luchirp, they built stacks of hunters just for strength against fireballs, which were they were about 6/5 at the time, so they were much stronger. And Perpentak didn't get bronze because he never pressed my culture from this city to get this mine. Yeah, so he was easy to fight against, and the Celebium. But then something happened with Kepre flying away, and she called Basium. The angels were very strong. But then, for the time we got our Maelstrom, we got Flaming Arrows and the Bless for fireballs, eventually Govanon for some nice Maelstrom abilities on the fireballs themselves. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next game is going to be Bolzerovs, of course. That's the AZ series. I think we'll do it the same way. So a Pangaea continent, probably military path, because I'm keen to play with their puppets and their summons. 2-turn summons with 2-turn puppets is OP. I'll reduce the number of AI, and I'll increase the difficulty level. Bolzerovs are S-tier civilization. They're very strong in the early game, stronger than Amurites, philosophical, Dane, and then stronger through all the stages of the game. Loki is OP, hopefully some non-creative neighbors. Now, my impressions from this experience, that was actually the first let's play for me, recording the game. That is somewhat challenging when you have to think about things to do in the game and explain it and try to think of something entertaining to tell. And yeah, I think people who do it continuously, like non-stop for several hours on Twitch, or just record long let's plays, they must be very resourceful, because it is pretty difficult at times. I still hope that I managed to entertain you, and this great mod on itself is just such an awesome thing that so few people have discovered so far, that I guess it's playing into this entertainment effect from the let's play, at least. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some advice to me on improving the let's plays, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, one thing I thought about for the Bolzerovs let's play. So there are periods in the game where there's quite a bit of micromanagement. So in the Bolzerovs game, I think about making it in kind of a time-lapsed, condensed manner. Maybe taking out a few turns off the recording when it gets boring, or maybe taking out like worker actions and some build queues. So that's that. If you're still watching this episode to this point, and if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea, let me know and I'll adjust. Or otherwise, meet you in the next Let's Play, and then I can have your feedback there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.